hell no. Now that's better. This is your president, Ms. Entertainment, and welcome to the Power Hour. We getting ready to kick this thing off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Ms. Entertainment. I am your president of the Real Ass People Society, so welcome to the Power Hour. We are live every Saturday at noon on TuneIn Entertainment Radio, where we play the best hits from old school to new school, hip-hop, R&B, and more. So go to TuneIn.com and click on the Listen Live button or tune in on TuneIn or Live 365. And if you don't catch us live, you can always catch the replays on TuneIn.com or on all your major podcast apps. And of course, I'm not in a place alone. Let me introduce my Chief Entertainment Officer, DJ Talented.
What's happening, people? It's your boy, DJ Talented, in the building. And as I famously say, it's better to be above it than under it. You dig?
All right. And we got a full house today. So we're still going to start over to my far left here. SeVIIn.
What's good?
Producer, artist.
Everything.
Habitual cheater, but
I would not subscribe to that.
That's what you call yourself.
Just call me Faithful Plus, okay?
And we got the Songtress, Miss Denell Porchè.
Hey guys, what's up?
And coming on around to my right, Miss I am Shaunda Freeman.
Peace, happy new day, everybody.
I would say something else, but now I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna be nice. And the real JNauti.
Yeah, let's go. It's your boy JNauti. Come on now. Saturday.
I know, right?
I love it.
Now I told y'all, let's go ahead on. Let's get into talking about relationships. All right. Now I heard this on the radio, and I wanted to hear you guys' opinion. Is marriage outdated?
Well, it depends.
What do you think?
It depends. Well, so like my view on that is, and I've seen some stuff about this too, for guys, we're always expected to behave in a traditional manner, right? And then we also expect, other people to behave in a traditional manner. But if that's not what's happening, then marriage may not be applicable to those people.
But as a whole, do you feel like, is coming from the real JNauti, do you believe in the same, of getting married, even though you are married?
Yeah, I do. No, I do. I just don't think it's for everyone.
Agreed.
Yeah. So if they're not of that mindset, then don't even approach it.
So what do you guys think? Because I think with today's, and I agree with sometimes with today's mindset, it's definitely not for everybody. It's definitely not for everybody. I still do believe in marriage. Hence, I've been married 5 times. So, yeah, I still believe in it.
I believe there are different types of marriages. There are different types of relationships in that marriage. And a marriage is just an agreement amongst those people, between those two people. And it's just like, some marriages aren't meant for everybody, like the traditional ones. But then you have the open marriages. You just got
Whatever
different ones. You
boat.
got arrangements. You got different marriages, and arranged marriages can be cool because people can grow the love together. One of my marriage wisdoms that I learned after my whole divorce involvement was that in a relationship, in the marriage, you're either going to grow together or you're going to grow apart.
That's true.
I see.
Yeah. So I just believe it's like the different types of marriages, the different types of relationships.
For me, I had to understand the context of marriage because, again, I was raised in a church, traditional Baptist. So I was taught the marriage from the Bible, right? But then here comes the world, get out into the world, and I'm like, oh, there's people out here that do different things with marriage, with the description of marriage, the idea of marriage. So there is more than one idea of marriage, right? Mm-hmm. But then I did some research, and I said marriage originally, depending on what continent you were on, pretty much is a business arrangement. It did not start from a love agreement. It started from a business arrangement. So once understanding that, and that business arrangement being varied on different contexts or in continents, I'm just like, okay. So then I had to rearrange my view, and I still don't know what exactly my view is, because traditionally I was raised culturally to see two people married in a house. That's what I grew up, my cousin saw, and so it was rough for me getting out into this world and seeing that is a colorful array of arrangements that people have. So so does marriage still exist? I do believe it does, because again, outside of what we see on social media and stuff like that, and being raised in Cincinnati, there are people who are still with 2-parent homes, you know, in agreement of the traditional marriage. But also there are other agreements that people make, and it just really depends. Yeah. So
all right, faithful plus.
I'm gonna have to explain that for the people.
Nah, listen, I don't think. Well, I do subscribe to the fact that there are different types of marriages, true enough. But no, I don't think marriages really exist. At least my interpretation of it. You know, we all got our own way of viewing it. My interpretation of it is a partnership, a spiritual partnership. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like society now is too focused on everything else outside of that part. You see what I'm saying?
Like what? What are you talking about?
Like the physical aspect of it, like the financial aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Mel said, like, you know, it was a business, true enough, right? But at the same time, like, I always felt like if I was to get married, like, that shorty's gonna be my partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of how many times I cheated or how many times she cheated or what.
Well, you said she can't cheat.
Yeah. I still stand by that. but I say, regardless, like, if I married her, you know, that's not gonna be a deal breaker for me.
If she cheats?
No, it won't be a deal breaker for me.
Really?
She can cheat on me, and I ain't gonna say I'll be mad or want to whip her ass and like that. I ain't gonna say that. But
Wait a minute.
but what I will say is, if she betrayed the partnership, it's a deal breaker for me. You see what I'm saying? Like the spiritual partnership. Like if she fell in love with another nigga, that's fucked up. She can get the fuck out of here. You see what I'm saying? If she shared intimate details with her, with her emotions, her heart, her life, her spirit with another nigga, that's a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so when I'm looking for my partner, like, that's what I'm talking about, a spiritual partner. Meaning, when I die, hopefully I go to heaven. You know, we together. You know what I'm saying? We created heaven on earth, and we're gonna continue in the afterlife. That's how I view my marriage. If I was to have one, I'm not married. If I was to have one.
So let me ask this then, for the rest of you guys, what do you view as your marriage? Because we already established a marriage ain't for everybody, or you have your there's different types of marriages.
Girl, you're going so deep. You know, I'm at a point where I'm gonna speak on this. 2018 was really rough for me, and B knows this because he saw it from an external experience. I fell into a really deep depression after a long-term relationship that I committed to. It was not where I was poured into, but I was going to stay loyal. So there was a period of time I have pretty much have said, fuck men. And even though I know that there are good men out there, I can contest to my father, my brother, and a host of other men. But the people that I had tend to attracted at the time, they were either thieving or they were manipulator or whatever. So I quite frankly don't know what, and I've identified what marriage looks like for me now, especially woman 44 with self, who has been on her spiritual journey and has gotten clarity on who she is now, right? So I don't know. And I don't know if I am to partner with somebody. I'm not saying that I would not be willing, but it's I realize I'm very guarded right now, and a lot of it is coming from a hurt space, and I have yet to really truly unpack all of it to where I'm just still at fuck men. Even though I love men, I love how they are, I love their backs. That's just a turn on for me. It's just, but I don't know what my idea of marriage is now, and I don't know who I would want to attract at this point in my life other than goodness, but to also want to be willing to do the work with that person.
Can I say something about what Melanie just said? I just want to say one thing.
Go for it.
You know the thing about Melanie is Melanie's direct. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That throws niggas off.
How?
You see what I'm saying? Because when you meet a woman and you see when she's bad, yo, damn, I wanna holler at shorty. You come in with a game plan. You see what I'm saying? You know what you're gonna say. You know how you're gonna run down on her, approach her. You know what you're trying to get out of it. But Melanie's so direct. I kind of feel like that throw niggas off. You see what I'm saying? And that's the problem. You see what I'm saying?
But is it a problem in her? Or
Nah, it's not her. Not her. That's what I'm saying. It's why it's gonna be kind of difficult to date. You see what I'm saying? Because she's so direct. It kind of it's not what you're used to.
Not
You know what I mean?
necessarily.
Not necessarily.
No,
I mean, put like this, like. All right, go ahead. I'm
well,
here.
well, some dudes, they don't like directness from anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I don't want to get into the alpha beta stuff, but, you know, other dudes, that's the only way to communicate. So I would say keep looking.
But even indirect is deception, because even the direct has an ulterior motive, and that's what I know that I'm like that too, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
So here goes the thing: as men get older, we understand what we like and what we don't like, and as we get older, we understand. Okay, either I like directness or not direct.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're still in the point where you're finding some of these guys they're afraid of that. Not the right guy.
No, and I don't want to get what I'm saying confused. I'm just saying if you're gonna step to her, step correct. Is basically what I'm saying.
Right.
Step correct, because you come around fucking around playing games and shit. It's gonna throw you off. You're not gonna really be able to
And
handle
what's wrong
that.
with that, though?
No,
Like,
I applaud that. I'm
Right,
saying that's
because,
good.
Nobody should deal with foolishness, period. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to come at me with the foolishness. Nobody. Like,
Yeah.
I don't accept foolishness. It's all about what we tolerate, what we
Yeah.
accept, because I'm an accepting person. I accept
Yeah.
people for who they are. Like, even if they did come to the game, I am going to be direct. I'm going to be clear to let them know, like, yo, okay, but this is who I am. Like,
Yeah.
I see who you are, or you just let me know who you are. This is who I am. Do you accept me? Because I'm going to be who I am.
Like you ever said, and just for you too, you ever said some shit directly, ask a motherfucker a direct question, and they confused by what you just said.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
But see, that's what but see, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm like, yo, so listen, like, if niggas gonna try to holler at Mel, you gotta be for real, like.
You gotta be on
It's
the-
like
Yeah.
one
that
time.
level.
So it's
Yeah.
like one time I attempted, right? So again, there was and I call them my master teachers, y'all. So there was the 4-year, but he was the liar, right? He cheated. You know, it amazed me. I said, this nigga got low vision. I'm trying to do the best I can to him. And I'm like, and he is cheating on me. And I was like, I learned in that lesson then, it was like, it don't matter what you do. It don't matter what you have. It doesn't matter who you are. It don't matter how cute you are. It's like, if people, that's their character, that's their character. So it was the liar, manipulator, thief. At some point, I was just like,
Oh,
what
this is a murderer.
Right, exactly.
God damn.
Right.
Damn.
But it literally happened like that. But with the thief guy, it hurt, right? And the reason why it hurt, because I was attempting to give a person an opportunity, and it was shit I already knew. So you presented, he was talking about money. My nigga, you don't got no money. Okay, Mel, can you deal with this? Or Denell, can you deal with this? I'm like, all right. It was certain things I was already aware to the condition that he was living. But at the time, I really sought to want to be with somebody. I really want to laugh with somebody. I want to break bread with somebody. I want to commune. I just want to chill and just hug, you know. But me giving somebody, and I already know intel, stuff that you've shared with me and you ain't even said out your mouth, at some point I can't tolerate it. Right? At some point, because it went beyond to where I got exhausted and I lost me, and now you're not getting Denell. You're not getting Mel. You're not getting what you found attractive in me beyond the look. And so for me, I can't do it no more. And I do my best not to be so direct.
No, you shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't change.
Don't change that.
Right.
Don't
Don't
change that.
change.
But because that was what got me in trouble when I first started dating guys. It was just like, I'm trying to give people benefit of the doubt.
That last
So-
nigga, I ain't like him at all.
I
I'm
don't-
telling you, I couldn't stand that nigga. Like, oh my gosh.
It was
like,
him.
Oh,
It was
wow.
him, and it's another mutual cat we know. And so they was just like, there's something about him. And I said, right. And I was just like,
It was-
so I
yeah.
would see them, and they would see him, and I was like,
Nope.
and these are my,
Yeah.
these are my boos. These are like,
Yeah.
it was interesting.
Now we'll see
All that
Mel, and then we'll see that goofy ass nigga walking, and he'll be like, "Man, what the fuck is she doing with this nigga?" Like, yo, man. Like,
Look, the one thing I'll say to you is take men as they are. However they present themselves from the first go, that's what they are.
right.
There's no games really with men. If they present themselves as, hey, look, I want to fuck around, blah, 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 that's what they are. If they're like, hey, I want to be serious with you, that's what they are. And if they're afraid of you being direct to them, that's what they are.
Exactly.
So let's get back to, I want to finish up the questions. So what do you guys, and I'll start with you, the real JNauti, as far as what do you feel as far as the marriage for you?
Yeah, so, before I got married, I was really thinking about that. And I was like, I don't know if that's what I want to do, but I can tell you right now, I don't want any girlfriends. That was what I said. Everyone that I talked to, you're not going to be my girlfriend. They're like, what? If you're okay with that, then we can continue talking.
What does that mean, you're not going to be my girlfriend?
Because being a girlfriend, boyfriend, that's from a preconceived thing back from World War II, all this other stuff. That's that traditional, non-traditional. Look, let's just be, respectful of each other. Let's communicate with each other. If I like you, you're going to get more of my time. If you like me, I'll get more of your time.
Okay.
And if that develops into something where we become exclusive, then that's what that will be. I'm not going to give you some fake title I can't file taxes on. All right?
Round of applause. Hit that shit, man. Hit that shit.
Drop the mic.
Get that money.
I'm just saying.
Real.
So, so I said, okay, if we can get through all of that, then yes. And I told him, I said, I am looking to get married. That's what I said from the beginning. It wasn't like, hey, I'm looking, just to kick it with you, whatever. I said, look, I'm looking to get married. Some girls like, oh, okay. And then they left. Other girls stayed. The ones that stayed, we continued the conversation.
Absolutely.
So my intentions from the beginning, very direct. And if you were afraid of that, we weren't going to be able to communicate, because at the end of the day, I look the way I look. I'm around all these different people. You need to have confidence in yourself. I can't give that to you, right? So I can't have you questioning me every 5 seconds and tracking me down and who's this you talking to and what's going. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that. So I need you to be you. I'm gonna be me, and then together we'll be one thing.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, what more needs to be said? Because, I'm experiencing what he's speaking on, because I'm divorced, totally separated, but I'm in this dating phase in my life again. And it feels amazing because I am direct from the beginning. It's the intention, right? And like you said, like, they either going to stay or they going to go the other way. And it's all good. Because, like, what's meant for me is meant for me. And I know my intention. I'm going to stay clear on that.
Right.
And it's cool. So, like, thank you for that. Oh, my gosh.
JNauti with the bars, nigga.
Oh, the wisdom.
Okay.
Now, I would say for me, because, I've been down this marriage road a couple of times. Got the award. Actually, I'm the expert of definitely what not to do. Being, I guess, open and honest and communicating your intent. Because, like, I put it on when me and him met, I put on the table my deal breakers, and one of my deal breakers that's funny is my grandcat. I say that's a deal breaker. that's my grandcat. And he's like, either you accept us
together.
And I meant that. But it was one of the funny ones, but I was serious about it though. But it's just being upfront and direct. This is me, period. I've been around here a long time. All that games and playing, all that other shit, not me. Never was me. So, and I'm with you as far as the spiritual or, that mindset for your partner. As far as the cheating, I don't think it's just because I'm not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. I'm open to anything. We can even have bring in other stuff. I'm okay with that. Just as long as we still have that connection and your heart doesn't go anywhere else.
That's where I'm with. Yeah.
Your dick can probably venture out here and there, but your heart, as long as your heart stay here, we
You
good.
say what?
But of course, I'm gonna be there.
The heart is where the home is.
Right.
The heart
be
is
clear
where
with
the
that.
home is.
Yeah, this recorded, right?
Let's
Make
be
Take
sure I
notes.
replay it.
I will be in the room.
I gotta make sure I replay it every time. She says it. You remember you said?
But he knows that because we went to swinger club, so he knows that. So we good. We good on that. So
That's cool though.
Yeah.
Because my thing is there's an arrangement. So it's like y'all are clear on what y'all are executing within y'all's commitment or marriage to each other. Would that be accurate, right?
yeah. as
Did
said,
you have-
I can't suck nobody dick.
Yes, that's yo. Yes,
That's a deal
yes.
breaker.
But see, you know what? That's a deal breaker. If she get fucked, it's one thing, but she suck his dick, it's a whole different ballgame. It's a whole different ballgame.
The whole checklist. This
You going all the way wrong.
Yeah.
I'm okay with these things right
So
here.
I want to know your agreements though, like for real. Like what is? See, I mean, I want to ask this man like your agreements when
Do you
it
have a
comes to
list
you.
written down?
It's like a statement.
Nah,
of work.
so
What
all
is
right,
it?
so it's different strokes for different folks, right? So like I've met women like my child's mother, right? Like she was like, yo, I really don't give a damn what you out here doing, as long as you know make sure we good, I'm cool, right? But then she would do the stalker shit, like when I go through a nigga phone,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, Instagram and shit. Like, so you got what side do you want to be on, like,
True.
right? But then, you know, I just like freaky shit from time to time. You know what I'm saying?
Time, you sure?
Yeah, like from time to time.
All the time.
Because I work. Let me tell you, if I'm not at work, I'm with my kids, and I'm not with my kids, I'm writing something and calling Kayan to record. Like that's my full circle. So I can't really fuck like that, right? But when I do fuck, I want it to be incredible. So I like to do freaky shit from time to time. But the things that I be wanting to do, yo, shorty, you know, she don't be with it though. You see what I'm saying? And that's a problem for me. So, but. Like, we was to get into a partnership, like to ask you what my deal breakers were. My deal breakers is sucking a nigga dick. That can't happen. You know what I'm saying? I'll be mad if she fucked a nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I would. But at the same time, I ain't gonna be like, oh, you cheating whore ass bitch. Like, I'd just be like, yo, son.
You get past it.
Yeah, I can get past it. But
now my question for you is, do you just approach girls and say that?
I have when I was younger.
Why not now?
Because I felt it's easier to lie.
What?
Yeah.
You recess.
Love it.
You regret.
Love it.
Wait, what?
No, because think about it. All right, so think about it like this. I meet. Let's say I meet you, right? I'm like, damn, yo, shorty fine as a motherfucker. Right? I would love to tap that. Yo, I walk up to you. I'm like, listen, you know, I don't really know you. I really don't have any intention on being in a relationship with you. But I like to bend you over the table and go ham on you right now. What's gonna happen?
I'm actually gonna smile.
See, Shaunda is different. Shaunda is different breed.
She gonna actually start thinking.
All right, so-
You might met the
I'm
right
actually-
one.
I'm
Right,
actually
right,
afraid,
right, right.
yeah.
So,
Some
but
girls
she
Yeah.
did, but the majority, be like,
Yeah,
nigga, what the
they be
fuck? Get the fuck out my
flexing.
face.
They be flexing. No,
Yeah.
I live in my truth. Like, shoot, everybody know. I
Yeah.
love sex.
So now I got.
See?
And,
So-
and I, well,
You
I-
walked
so-
on the,
I
you
call
walked
it
on the
a
right
player.
one.
That's why I said, I get back to what I said. If you approach them and that's what they are and that's what you are, then that's already a match.
Hey, your vibe
Yeah.
attract
That's
your
already
tribe.
Nah, I feel you,
Eh.
but I feel you. But like I said, on like like normally that shit won't happen. You know, 'cause back in the day, like out of 10, like about 3 or 4 go. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not active like that. You know what I mean? Like actually, like actively going at motherfuckers.
Searching.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So shit just happens. So, but as of right now, like I would just lie. I would act like I care about certain shit until I fuck, and then. You know,
But then
shit kind of
when-
just fade.
Wouldn't that make it worse? Because now she's thinking you care, but then you just care just enough. Until
Well, that's
you,
her fault because if I was
Right,
if
because she
if
didn't set the intention either from the beginning. Like, I mean, honest to God, like, it takes two to tango. Like, I mean, you knew what you was getting into. Like, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you lying, but like, you should still be able, like, when you're aware, like, you gotta like discern. Like,
Yeah.
like these motherfuckers out here playing games.
Like
discernment.
if the atmosphere was, if she created the atmosphere to where I felt comfortable enough to express that, then it would be fine. But that's not the case. You see what I'm saying?
Why she? Here's my question. Why does she have to create the environment of honesty when it's your responsibility to create the honesty
I'm gonna
within
tell-
yourself?
I take that. I take that. And
You
my
know-
reply to that is just I just choose not to.
Come on.
All right.
All right.
That's just it. I just choose not to. Like I don't want to feel like a fucked up nigga though. That's the shit about. I be feeling like I'm a fucked up nigga by saying certain shit. You see what I'm saying?
No, you being honest.
No, I know, I get it, but
What
it's
I'm
a certain. But I just feel like I'm a
Get your
fucked up
feelings
nigga.
together. You,
Look,
you,
I'm-
So,
Yeah, get out your own way.
rather than do that, and I would like to fuck on a regular basis. So, you know, if I can create some kind of dialogue to create a friendship to where we can fuck on a regular basis and she not feel like a whore about it,
Man.
I'm cool with that too.
Man, let me tell you this. I have homeboys, that's how they approach. They approach straight up, hey, look, I got another girl. It's an open relationship. She only well, it's kind of open, right?
Yeah.
She brings other girls,
It's kind
right?
of.
I'm the only dude.
Yeah,
Are you interested?
yeah,
He got 3 of them.
that's fly. But
And it's people
at the
out
same-
here.
He's
Yeah, there's people out
straightforward
here.
with it. He's
I think being
with it.
straightforward is your
That's
best.
Because
your
if they're not
best-
for it, it's a waste of your time.
All right, so check this out. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do.
What's
All
your
right?
activity?
Being that this is recorded. I am going to attempt this shit that y'all talk about right now as an experiment. Right? I ain't did this shit since I was like 1920. I'm gonna experiment. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna be upfront with my intentions off rip. Right?
Look. Here's the thing. You need to be at that point where you say, I'm not afraid of you walking away. In fact, I want you to walk away. Because if you walk away, you can stop wasting my fucking time.
Because that's what you did.
I get it.
That's what you did, but you did with marriage. You just said, okay, I want to be married.
Yeah.
And then those that did not want to be married, they walked the fuck off. Because you just said that, right?
Yeah. So
but at the same time, I be approaching George. I really want to fuck though. So this like I don't want her to walk away because I really want to fuck. So I need to kind of finesse that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then that brings on other problems.
See, that's the thing.
No, but see, I get that. But like I said, we're not in a world where that is accepted. So it's always going to be a problem. We didn't even get into the aspect of payment. Okay, like
payment.
Yeah, payment.
Yeah,
right.
You know, these young ladies.
Yeah, they want money. Like, you know what I'm saying? They want money. Yeah, but yeah,
they just not gonna pop it open.
That's like so I just meet her. I just get a phone number and then it'd be like, yo, what you doing tonight? Nah, shit, chilling. What you got going? What you trying to? Oh yeah, well I want to link up with you, but my phone bill need to be paid. Yo, I just met you 10 minutes ago.
Would she be saying the same thing?
What?
Huh? Have you ever? Okay. Oh, see. All right. Hit. All right.
I'm just saying. So no,
so
hold on, real quick.
Okay.
Because this is an actual song that I wrote. Right?
Okay.
Called Modern Day Prostitution. And that's exactly what's going on now. You see what I'm saying? So now it feels a little bit better to be able to like, yo, I'm trying to fuck. Yo, what bill you need paid? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what, because that's how it's ended up being right now. That's how it's ended up.
I wasn't paying no bills.
Nah, I'm saying this is how it is now, though. Like I'm saying, like,
what's amazing is the same energy.
Nah, I'm just saying.
It's the same energy.
What you mean?
What you mean?
Like the way that you were presenting it, right? Let's say it's like, I want something from you, right? She wants something from you.
Yeah.
It's the same match energy versus saying, hey, I just want to fuck.
Yeah.
Do you want to fuck with me? It don't have to be a transactional thing, but it's just like, this is where I'm honestly at.
Yeah.
You're getting a transaction energy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel that, but that's exactly what it is though. Like, because the thing about it, like put it like this, like if I didn't take care of the shit I took care of at the house, like if I didn't pay all the bills, if I didn't, buy all that shit, you think Shorty would give me some pussy still?
Probably in her mind. Well, no.
No.
Yeah.
No, because then I'm a deadbeat nigga. I'm a dog ass nigga. This, that, and the third. So like me being me getting pussy always comes at a price, just about what you're paying for it. You see what I'm saying? Am I paying with cash?
Right.
Am I paying with a subliminal exchange? Like, okay, well, you know what? Yo, I just paid the rent. That shit was double what it was last month. So listen, I need some pussy for this shit. Oh, good. Yeah, I do it. But then if I'm broke, I ain't got no money. Yo, I want to get my hair done. Nah, I ain't got no money for you to do that shit, though. You got to wait. All right, cool. Yo, can I get some pussy? Nah, I don't feel like I'm tired. I've been working all day.
So, like, how about, like, changing the intention of sex, right? Like, your sex is, like, how you're speaking about sex is really physical, right? But sex can be spiritual, as you was talking about connecting spiritually. Like, you don't have to, like, if it's all about just inserting your penis into that vagina space just to be up in there, like, if that's all the intention, that's what, like, yeah, you're gonna have to pay for it. But, like, if it's really spiritual, like, you don't have to pay for that, because y'all be connecting spiritually to on a sacred level, because it's sacred. It's a sacred space between that man and woman to connect in that way.
I never had that.
Yeah,
and it don't have to be what
that.
You were saying. It don't have to be transactional.
It don't have to be transactional, because on some real shit, like, I love sex, but I don't necessarily have to have penetration sex. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can enjoy sex through the sensual. I can enjoy sex even like orally. You get what I'm saying? But I don't have to necessarily have that penetration sex because of that energy. That's an energy. You know, you don't want everybody's energy, because you carry that on into the next. Like, all, like, you sticking your shit in all of this vagina, then you pass down to their vagina, and that energy, like, it's some fucked up, messed up people energy. And, like, you're transacting it by putting it into the next person. You get what I'm saying? But how about to change that intention and perspective of sex itself to be more spiritual and sacred?
See, how do you do that? Because I don't.
It's a practice.
No,
it's a practice.
I'm gonna just keep it cheeky. No, because Mel been telling me about this for a while now, right? But see, this is the thing. I don't trust people enough to let them into that my spiritual mind. You see what I'm saying?
Because you ain't there.
Because
Yeah, because you're not there.
Oh,
Because
oh,
you
oh,
gotta
I'm
be
there.
by yourself first. You gotta go
I'm
within
there.
yourself. You gotta
You
go
ain't
within
there.
yourself.
Oh,
You know how
they
you gonna
telling
get there?
you.
You know how you gonna get there? You know how like I experienced it? So I've been having sex since I've been young, like 14, 15. You get what I'm saying? And the first time I stopped having sex was 29. I almost went half my life having penetration sex, somebody else inside of me. When I stopped touching myself. I ain't let nobody have sex with me for 8 months. I was going really 12 months. But just that time, just alone, not even touching myself, like to harness and channel that energy, because that sexual energy is real. Like we can really we can move forces with that energy by redirecting it to our minds so that we can really manifest what we really want and get the desires that we really want. So it's really a practice. It's really a discipline. So that's how you're going to get there. It's a discipline.
So that's what I'm doing
when
now.
you cut yourself off, like when you stop, like you can really stop so that nobody, like not even yourself, you're not even like ejaculating, like nothing's coming out. You get what I'm saying? And it's going to be really powerful in the end.
Well, see, that's what I'm trying. I've been trying this fast. Mel, no, I've been trying this fast. I've been trying to go like 40 days.
Hey, that's
All
cool.
right, nice.
So,
All right.
but the thing about it, the longest I made it was like 11.
That's cool though.
Right. But it's not that. It's but I think I told me what I realized about this. What I realized about this shit is that the reason why I'm a fucking freak is because I don't trust what they want for me to be as what I want from them.
Explain.
You see what I'm saying? Like emotional, like
Okay.
emotionally. You see what I'm saying? So like it's a couple people in my life right now that I'll fuck like a motherfucker right now. But at the same time, I know their intentions with me aren't pure.
Really?
But
So why do you fuck with them then?
Because you ever just like you ever just I don't know why God has me here, but I know I'm here for a reason. Mm-hmm. And then when I'm not, when I already know when the time is up, something's going to happen and I'm just going to disappear. We're going to disappear from each other's lives, and that shit has happened before. So that's why I know that. You know what I'm saying? But that's when my drive from sex comes, because then I'll be like, okay, you know what? Since your motives with me aren't pure, mine aren't going to be pure for you. So now you're going to give me the pussy. I'm gonna do what you need me to do. You know what I'm saying? Until God says this arrangement is over and you can get the fuck on and I'm out. You see what I'm saying? Type shit. But I don't really trust no one enough to let them into my spiritual mind to be able to have the spiritual sex that you're talking about, because I've never had it. You know what I'm saying? Because I always feel like there's an ulterior motive. So it's to me that's the equivalent of laying in the bed with the devil.
You know
You know
what?
what I'm saying?
The only thing I'm gonna say to that is, like, after my last relationship, I went cold turkey. I went cold turkey for like almost a year, and the reason I did that was because I realized I got into that relationship right after another relationship, and I got into that one right after another one, and I was like, you know what? I keep picking the same kind of girl.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Great awareness.
Either they're crazy or I'm crazy. Something is going on, but I keep picking the same girls. And right after I got out of that relationship, the first girl I tried to talk to had almost the same name as my ex. And I was like, dang, she looked just like her. I wasn't even trying to pick her. So I was like, you know what? Let me just take a break. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to work on my music. I'm going to work on my business stuff. I'm going to work on my certifications and everything else. Let me just build up my stuff. Let me stay busy. Mm-hmm. And then I stopped drinking alcohol for a while. Like, I just stopped. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, let me just get myself to a better place, so that way when I start approaching women again, I'm not going to feel like I have to take whatever the fuck they're giving me. Right? So I'm prepared for you to walk away. In fact, I want you to walk away, because if you walk away, great. Guess what? I got another one I can talk to right here. So
You wasn't for me.
yeah,
I'm going
exactly.
to
That's the
adapt that
confidence.
to my life.
But the
that's
key
confidence.
you
what's
said
up.
was that you stepped back and
Yeah.
you saw the common trend.
Yeah.
That is the most priceless.
Because
Because it happened with me. There
Yeah.
was a trend.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what you think my trend is?
You got to figure that out. You can't tell you. You got to figure it out. That's that stuff.
No, I'm asking Mel. Mel, no. I'm asking, what do you think my trend
It
is?
sounds like you keep picking people that's not genuine.
Absolutely.
But I can't help it. Like you know, you
can't
can't
help it.
no,
You're in
okay.
control.
Your vibe
because I
attract your
get fooled.
tribe.
I get fooled.
because you keep fooling yourself.
Yeah.
And once you get that clear within you, the people that attract will come around. It's just like with this whole community, right? Right now. This community right now.
Yeah.
I was complaining about as an artist not having people. And again, I had people that showed up to the energy that I had, and they weren't doing anything against me, but so far they could go. And now I'm with a community. People who are like-minded, who are wanting to experience and travel. But I had to get clear first. It's you, boo. You are the impure one, okay? You're saying that because you used the word impure.
Yeah.
I think that person is impure, so I'm gonna be impure. My nigga, you already impure because you done attracted that's out there.
Yeah.
But see, but that's the thing about like okay, so it's not like I go out, trying to find fucked up people, right? It just something happens, something that makes me feel. I don't want to say sorry, but for lack of a better term, feel sorry for them, right? So I want to help.
So
right?
that's your red flag.
Yeah.
You start feeling sorry. Ooh,
yeah.
Run away.
So I want to help. I want to be there. I want to help you get to where you need to be.
Nah.
But you gotta always remember that people gotta help themselves first.
Yes.
Like you can't help those that can't help themselves first.
What I'm gonna tell you as a man, it's not your job to fix them. It's not your job to help them. Either they are where you are right now or they're not. And if they're not there, it's going to probably take them a minute to get there. And during that time,
you already went further.
You could have been spending your time with someone else
Someone
that was
else.
there for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same time. Here's the thing. Like you said before, we're on this earth for a finite amount of time. Same time, same day, you're just spending it with the wrong people.
Oh, I'm
feel me?
I'm on a fast. And I'm trying to. I'm connecting with myself. I tell you that.
Yeah.
I am connecting with myself, and I am seeing a lot of errors in my ways.
But I wouldn't. Don't think about yourself in a negative. Like, don't think about errors. Just think about what you want.
Balance.
A balance. And it really
I can't balance for shit.
Look,
You're a Libra.
I'm
you
either
gotta figure that out.
I'm either one or the other. I'm either extreme or quiet.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
so here goes the thing that I was
definitely
doing.
know.
And I'm a Leo, right? So, right.
Your birthday coming in.
Yeah, coming up. So here's the thing. This is for me. Like, I figured to make me feel good, I'll give myself small wins, little things I can do, right? Even when it comes to relationships, right? Give yourself small wins. How many of them can you talk to and not go into the negative? How many of them can you talk to and actually have conversations where you don't feel sorry for them, like you have to do something? Oh, my light bill is coming due. I really wish I could. I don't want to talk to this person. Like you need, if you can just figure out those things, just get yourself small wins, reward yourself, right? Like, don't make it to where it's like a job, because that's what it sounds like. It's like, all right, I got to go to work again. Whew, all right, what girl is it this time? All right.
Yeah.
And judgment.
No, I don't want to get it fucked up. I'm not out here tricking now. But
but that's how it feels for men. Like with certain girls, they'll drain your energy. Yeah. And then after a while, like, all right, well, I've already spent this much time with you. Yeah. I guess I might as well keep doing whatever this is. Yeah. Right. So, but that's a waste of your time, dude.
Yeah. I already know, man. I just be trying to I be trying to shed my light on the world. You know what I'm saying?
Don't shed it on the people that are meant for you. And you're not going to find them by wasting on the people that are not. Right. That's really what it comes down to. Right. You only got so much time. There's only so many hours in the day. Right. You know what I mean? So you might as well spend it better on you than on people who are going to just turn away and go somewhere else anyway. Yeah. So that's really what it comes down to.
I'm planning this thing, and I'm going to put a shameless plug. So I've been charged and challenged by one of my reverends. I have to... I have the divine opportunity to hold a space for a gathering, right? And what's interesting, I'm seeing a trend that there are many people challenged with stillness and being with themselves.
I
don't know how to be
still. That's actually how you meditate. You do.
You got a challenge for me.
I'm just saying.
I don't have time for it.
But I'm just saying, I had my own challenges with it, and then having the other opportunity to dive deeper with it. But just really seeing out here the challenge with stillness, and quite honestly, it's a beautiful love affair because you get quite clear, and it's very peaceful once all the narratives and the thoughts and all the meanings and the judgments you have against it, so that you can really hear you. And most people are hearing everything else but themselves. I'm sorry. Look,
that's that spiritual shit.
Yeah. Yes. All right, we ain't get to but just one question. So here's my wrap up question: what is the best advice have you received as it relates to relationships, and the best advice have you given as it relates to relationships? Okay, I'll start then, because y'all look like y'all thinking. Kind of back what you were saying. Take people for who they are. If you can deal with this person exactly who they are today for the rest of your life, then you winning. But if you see shit in there that you know that's, you know what, I need you to change, that's not the person for you. You know, and I tell that moving forward, you know, like people talking about getting married. I say, okay, can you deal with whatever this person is doing right now if they will never change? If you can fuck with that, then okay. But if you got things in there that you don't like, that you want to change, then that's not the person to be married to. Because you can't go in there expecting them to change. You have to accept them for who they are, where they are right now, because what if they don't change? Then what you doing? Because you know this is something that you don't want to be with. So and that's what we are.
And I think, you know, with my relationship, again, marriage wisdom was you either gonna grow together or you're gonna grow apart, right? And that goes with, again, accepting people for who they are. You meet them where they are. Again, even if they don't grow, are you gonna not grow, or what you gonna do, right, for yourself? And then I think also putting self first. Like the relationship, the first and last relationship is self. So there
you go.
Yeah, I would say the best bit of advice that I've received and have given, and I've heard it from a couple of older guys that they've been married, they are married. They were like, hey, make sure that you keep yourself as you are. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you know, don't change your schedule. Don't change what you're doing. You know, when you get married, when you're with her, you're bringing, the reason she got married to you is because of what you were doing, what you're currently doing. I was like, what? He was like, so when you met her, when you meet her, if you're going out, hanging out and stuff, then she likes that you go out and you hang out. So then you can go out and hang out with her. Don't stop doing what you were doing when you first met her. I was like, so basically stay as me, stay as I am. Don't like roll your identity into just the relationship. Still just be you.
I've seen many couples that they start off, then she all good. Yeah, we can go out and blah, blah, blah. But as time, she keeps telling him, I don't, and then he ends up changing.
Yep.
Then he be looking at her side eye.
Yep.
All that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. But the best advice I've heard, I'm not going to say it's correct.
But best advice for you.
Right.
But I'll fuck with it. It says, be with the one who wants you, not the one you want. Took me a while to understand that concept, but I got it. About 2 weeks ago, I finally understood it. And I heard this shit from a pimp back when I was like 17 years old. He told me that. Because, you know, I was a kid out there trying to chase girls, you know, trying to get all the numbers and shit like that. And he told me to chill. Like, yo, son, be with the one who wants you, not the one you want. But my advice I would give to people would be to love yourself first, because, you know, loving yourself goes beyond just saying I love myself. Like with love comes action. So what do you actually do to display the fact that you have love for yourself? And a lot of times, you know, I feel like people put the love for themselves and involve it with the love they have for someone else. So therefore they feel like they love themselves because they love this person so much. So they put so much into this person, but claiming it's for themselves. You see what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, love yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you'll be all right.
Okay.
All right.
Everything begins and ends with you.
Yes.
Everything begins and ends with you. And what that means is, at the end of the day, whatever shows up in your world, like the physical manifestation, what's seen with the eye, right? Because you got senses. You got senses on the spiritual plane and on the physical. They both can work simultaneously if you're aligned. But everything begins and ends with you. So if whatever it is you behave and act and whatever presents, it ends and begins with you.
Right.
All right, DJ Talent, you got anything to add?
I was told from the learning something from somebody else about a relationship. My wife told me that you keep your arguments at home. You never show people outside in the street that you two are not gelling at the time, because the people outside in the street, they form opinions about what you're saying to them or what's being done at the time. You still with that person. they still carrying this old crap that you done did 3-4 years ago that can come in between your relationship. So keep your problems at home, or whatever you got going on in the negative light, keep that at home. Don't take it out in the streets. Don't ever argue with your spouse in the streets or at family functions or anything like that, because family, they will hold on to some shit.
Oh yeah.
That is very true. All right, y'all ready? Let's go ahead on and get into this real ass question of the day.
Dang.
All right. What's the craziest place that you have masturbated at?
Wow.
Woo! Well, yeah,
She
that's
went there.
yeah, there's no high road on that one.
Ain't no,
Shit.
ain't no room for high road.
Crazy place.
Oh.
She looking like, I got several, and which one I'm going to pick?
Man.
Yeah, because, I do have a lot. Like, that is random.
Okay, I'll
real
go
ass
first then. So while y'all trying to pick out which one you going to share. I would say in a public bathroom. It was to see if I can get there without it being quiet at the same time. So it was almost like a challenge for me. Because I was feeling that feeling, and there was people around me. Now I'm looking at them differently, and I said, oh no, okay, look at them differently. So I need to go ahead on and get this, you know how guys just get this one out so I can go back to normal. So yes, that was mine.
Wait, I got one.
Go ahead.
But okay, so yeah, so it's that, but it's a little different. So I didn't jack myself out. My girlfriend at the time did.
Okay.
So that, I guess we'll count that one. Hopefully.
Okay.
Okay. So we were riding with her friends in the car going to, I don't know, varsity or whatever. I was younger. We was going to varsity, whatever. It was cold. We had my jacket on over us, and she was jacking me off in the back seat of the car while we were driving. Her friends didn't know.
Oh,
Daylight.
That's fly.
that's dope.
Broad daylight.
Okay, I ain't gonna even.
Yeah, it's just, I love pleasure. I used to totally keep like a vibrator dildo in my car. Like in my early 20s, I used to totally keep one in my car, just in my glove compartment. So I used to, on some real shit, pull off, because that arousal feeling, it was real. It's still real. Like, I literally just went to the sex shop the other day, totally got this vibrating tongue ring. But I was like, shit, technically I can use it for me. Like, technically.
A vibrating tongue ring.
Yeah.
Right, so
I don't know. Like, who knows? I don't even know. Like,
That shit just
but
turned
I
me
just
on
know
like
I
a
can use
motherfucker. I ain't
it for
gonna lie. This is how I get in trouble, guys.
So I mean, one time I totally played with myself right there in the bed next to a gentleman that was laying in bed. I don't know, I just didn't want to have sex with him, so I played with myself. I love it.
All right. I was dating this girl, and she had went out of town. She was in Cleveland at the time, and I had just come back from a doctor's appointment. But I was riding a bus, and she, just before you had the FaceTimes and all that shit, So she called me, Pretty Ricky, was on that on the hotline shit was popping, you know what I mean? So she just started like busting it up on the phone and shit, and shit was turning me on. And she was like, nah, go ahead and just do that shit. And it was cold, so I had the coat on anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the bus stop and just like, yo, fuck it. So I just put my joint in my joint and went, wah, 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 wah. Let one go. But the thing about it is I had to ride home like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that all the way through. So I'm riding home, niggas think I pissed on myself and shit. Nigga just shot one off. Yeah, so.
Oh, this is so funny. Okay, guys. So I masturbated one time, and I did not use my hand because I was wanting to see if I could masturbate without using my hand, because I saw this documentary, and I was like, oh, my gosh. And I was in the back seat, and somebody was driving. I can't remember who those somebodies were, and I'm not going to put them out like that. But I was in the car, and I was like, let me see if I can actually do this. And I did it. And I didn't have to even touch myself.
So you nutted just from your thoughts. That's possible.
Like
Ain't that
how?
crazy?
Just sitting down like
That shit was
this?
probably crazy. Yeah.
Was you doing like a gyrate motion or
Not at
anything?
all.
Huh.
It was a lot of focus, but
Yeah,
I got
that's a
there.
lot- no
I got
movement,
there.
no nothing.
And I got there. Now probably my eyes rolled back because I was like, because it felt great, but I was like, no, I didn't even touch myself. And I'm like, that's the power, because I think people talk about the whole, what's the tantra? Like there's power in that. Like it's energy that's moved. There's a lot of stuff that you can intend for yourself, and it be shot out into the universe. And so, but yeah, I remember that. I ain't never tried again, but it was like pleasant because I said, oh yeah, I did that.
He was in the backseat twitching and shit. That nigga ain't know what was going on. What the fuck is that?
Having a seizure and shit.
Yeah, because it was this
That's
lady was
amazing.
talking about on the documentary. She was talking about all forms of pleasure, especially with women, and how with most women it is an emotional connection, and it's also like it's intimate and just being brought into the experience and feeling safe getting into that experience. So I was safe with myself that day in a car while somebody was driving, and I said, "This is crazy."
That is fly though. That is
I'm
fucking
gonna have to
fly.
do that.
Try it.
I
It was
will.
really good. It was liberating.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Talented, we ain't gonna leave you out.
Oh, y'all could have left me.
I'm gonna pass on this one.
It's basically the public bathroom at work. You know.
That's
You
it.
get
I
that
mean, you
feel-
gonna go more in detail
No,
or what?
you get that feeling and you be like, shit, if I don't do this, I'm going to do something wrong.
Yeah.
You go your ass in that bathroom, you knock that motherfucker off. You go back to work.
I said, well, you look real happy.
You were
6
too
more
relaxed,
hours.
right?
6 more hours. Let's go.
Now you're sleeping.
Now, see, I done had some crazy sexual situations where shit, I went to the park and we was in the car, you know, doing what we doing. Then the police pulled right next to us.
I always think, okay, so that one was more crazy than ours on the bus.
Well,
Damn, y'all getting it popping on buses.
Charter
and shit.
bus. Charter bus.
That's what I'm talking about.
It was a what was called a party bus.
Oh,
You did a
yeah.
party bus?
The party bus.
That's
Was it
fly
an
though.
open party bus?
Well, no, it had seats or whatever, so we was in the back. You know,
Come through. I
we was in the back, so I sat on him, and just people just think I was sitting on his lap, but kind of. But
no, you were sitting on his lap.
Yeah.
okay, well then, what's the craziest place have you had sex before?
At
You
work.
just
My first experience, like when I lost my virginity, it was on the pool table. I think that was amazing. It was on the pool table at his neighbor's house. Like, man, again, we were
That's
teenagers.
crazy as hell.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
That
fly
nigga said,
though.
I ain't gonna
Right.
take you home. I'm gonna take you to the neighbor's house.
Yeah, we went to the neighbor's house. Like, I guess they had like a outside, inside patio type thing, and they had a pool table when we showed enough.
Damn,
Yep, and that's where we would have sex at on some real stuff after school.
that shit
man.
is fly.
come through.
I guess you guys, yeah, but I have some other situations. But go ahead.
No, let's get in them situations.
Yeah, well, I said for me, at the mall, in the dressing room.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Fine.
you know, there's a lot of folks walking around. It's just
Trying to be quiet.
trying.
That's the
Trying.
excitement of it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Mine was off the highway, pulled over the car outside
Y'all
in the
couldn't
dark.
wait.
Man, y'all can't wait.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Can't wait.
Side of the road.
Oh man. Okay, so
Oh,
Freaky.
me and my child's mother, you know, when we first met, you know, we was on the same. She said she was a virgin. I believe her, kind of.
You said
She-
kinda.
So we, you know, we jumped right into the sexual shit. So we was working at the Cobb Energy Center. You know where that shit's at over there by the mall and shit. So at the time it was a opera show going on. And one of my mans in public safety was like, "Yo, son, he know a little spot. You know, niggas can do what they gonna do. So when you go all the way to the top, people think the grand chair is the top, but it's not. It's another level for where the lighting is. Right? We were always to the top, and then it's like the floor is like a gate, and you can look down and see the people watching the opera. Like they can't see you, but you can see them. Yeah, and we got it popping right there, hard body, just bong, 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 bong. Like shit was crazy.
and they ain't hear nothing because all the singing.
Nah, because you know the piano, they got the horns and all that shit going on.
Everything.
Everything. That's,
Man, we was getting it in.
actually hot.
That was like it was like a mafia
Like,
nut.
damn,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would love to do that.
You know what's funny
Oh
is,
my gosh.
and I'm looking like you were trying to. Oh, you had some sex there. I was just trying to find right. I guess the freakiest place. 'Cause it's like it's been multiple spots.
Multiple spots.
Yeah, I got one where I was at work. I used to work at a call center. I was at work on the phone on a call. The girl come over there and said, "You." I'm like, okay. I pulled them out. She started sitting on them. I'm still on the phone.
Did you have the Arab accent?
Whoa.
Welcome to T-Mobile.
Oh my God.
Craziness.
Oh.
But we all grown. I was like, quite a few
It's
spots.
what it is. Yeah. I'm trying to think where it was.
I think, have you guys been to a swingers spot?
No.
I think everybody should visit one of those.
Trapeze, right? That's one of them, right? No, I never been there.
Yes, sir. You need to want to go.
Yeah, I slick do though.
I'm going to a burlesque show next Saturday.
Oh, that'll be fun.
What's that?
Those are good.
Strip teases.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
sensual dancing. I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
Yeah, but they don't have guys that do it. It's just all women, right? I'm just,
What?
yeah.
I mean,
I went to one.
Yeah,
Vegas, they had the guys
yeah,
there.
no.
Did they
like-
have guys up
Yeah,
there?
both,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, all right.
I mean, I've not seen a guy at this spot, but like
Where's it at? Like where you go?
it's over there. It's the Love Below Speakeasy, and it's in
Yeah.
Atlanta. It's over there by the Mercedes Benz, like over there in the College Center.
Oh yeah. So
Mhm.
just like
Do they
there's like
still
a
have on pasties and all those?
Yeah, they got pasties, so they don't take off
Yeah,
like
we go to a strip
they don't
club.
take off the vagina, like
Go to
the lingerie on the
Trapeze,
bottom.
where you see everything.
And they wear like the pasties and nipple covers, but it's just a sensual. It's an art. It's intimacy. You know,
okay.
it's
It is.
intimate.
Yeah.
you
I'm gonna have to
know?
try that shit.
Yeah,
try that.
legit. Like, so I'm
Yeah.
going that Saturday, and like it's good to go. Like the couple tickets, or you save a little bit more money.
Yeah.
And it's good to go with somebody too. Because like one time I took a gentleman. That's where I take men as a date, like on some
Yeah.
shit. And like he got pulled
Yeah.
as a part of the performance. Like the young lady pulled him off the stage in the audience. And I was like, look at that. And like, so what she did, she pulled two men off the stage, right? So like she was doing her dance. She sat him down in a chair. She put the other one behind her. And like, boom, it just looked like a whole like train
Damn.
situation.
Oh, damn.
Ooh, it was like, it was pretty
Damn.
nice.
I guess because there's nobody walking the floor begging for money, right?
Well, they like people throwing money. Like we literally.
I
ball
know,
up-
but when
we
you go to
ball
a
up.
strip club, that's the only bad thing about it because you got them always begging for money.
Let me give
Yeah.
you a dance. No,
Yeah,
I
no,
ain't
you got
asked
nobody
one.
begging for money. Like it's people are putting on a performance.
Yeah.
It's a theatrical
I might have
performance.
to try that. I got a friend of mine that actually
And I dress
does
up.
that.
Yeah, I dress up. Like I totally, even though I'm not on stage, I'm still a part of the show. When you see me walk around, shit, I'm putting on the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the
So do you go dressed in
Lingerie.
provocative clothes? Oh, okay.
Oh.
I go dressed in lingerie. Like I dress, accordingly. Like y'all know how I get down.
That's cool. That's very open. Yeah.
Sarah looking like
What is this again? The what? The what
It's
below?
The many conversations that's happening right now.
The what below? You making eye contact? with?
All right. Yes.
let me get off this subject.
Yeah, this shit is crazy, man. Fuck around, get a fucking Woody right now, man. Yeah. Shorty got me tripping. All right.
Well, let's go ahead on that. Let's move on to let's celebrate some Black excellence. All right, every week we recognize and celebrate the achievements and contributions African Americans have made to this country. Today we celebrate Eric Marlon Bishop, professionally known as Jamie Foxx. Jamie is an actor, songwriter, singer, stand-up comedian, and talk show host. As an actor, his breakout role was on In Living Color, and from there, his work spanned from blockbuster hits as Ray, The Django, Collateral, and the list goes on and on. With his most recent hit movie, They Cloned Tyrone on Netflix. He's won many awards, such as Academy Award, Globe Award. He has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, plus a Grammy Award for his music. So today, Jamie Foxx, we salute you and your contributions to making this country great. Now, have you guys seen They Cloned Tyrone on Netflix?
I just heard
I saw
about that. So is it good?
You have
real
to
good.
see this movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch it. Okay.
I think they hitting on stuff on there.
What?
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
have a lot of
I
messages
think
in there, and
some
it's
of that
funny.
shit could be true, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think some of that shit could be true.
Oh yes,
Yeah, I still haven't seen that shit yet.
please check
Yeah,
that
you gotta
out.
watch it.
My roommates was watching it, so now I'm gonna have to watch it because they were saying it was good as well.
It
So-
is
'cause
definitely
it'll
good.
It'll make you think.
Yes,
It'll make you think.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
In a good way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's still
Yeah.
comic. You
See,
know,
I think it's
comedian.
clone motherfuckers right out here walking around right now.
Huh?
Y'all think it's clones out here walking around right now?
Who knows?
Well, they just confessed to the aliens and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you never know.
That's
You
what
never
it
know. So upcoming events, of course, we got the Night of Expression coming back August 2nd, kicking it off at 7 p.m. We got Miss Denell and Mr. SeVIIn performing amongst others.
Indeed.
So definitely check us out. It's at the Ground and Pound Coffee Shop. Now it's a nice intimate spot, and don't worry, they got full bar and food. So please definitely check them out. I mean, it's cute. I like it. So RSVP on Eventbrite. So that is our show. But before we close, of course, we need to pay some bills. Here's a word from our sponsor, Terradome Entertainment. Terradome Entertainment. We turn your fear of dreaming into amazing realities. If your dream is to become a photographer, we have a nice intimate photo studio just for you. If you want to record that next hit song or do voiceover work, we have a state-of-the-art studio also for you. If you want to professionally record your own podcast, well, we have that too. Check us out at www.terradomeentertainment.com. We are the only ones to turn your fear of dreaming into amazing realities. All right. Shout out to Dude over there, producer extraordinaire, for some of those beats. If you have any questions or comments, email us at info@terradomient.com. That's info@terradomient.com. Final words, starting with DJ Talented.
Love yourself before you can get into a relationship and love somebody else. I said it. It
All
was
right. All right. 7.
Yeah, I'm with Kayan. Yeah, love yourself. You feel me? And like I said, I'm going to take y'all challenge and be very vocal
And honest and open.
and honest and open. We're going to see how that rides.
And then you should attract the same thing you put out. Remember that.
Hopefully I do.
Yes.
Let's hopefully do.
Mr. Nail.
Be willing to see everything in your world. See you. Be willing to see you in everything in your world. So,
All right. Miss Shaunda.
Just live presently. Always be true to your unique, awesome, and amazing self. Stay in your abundance. What's meant for you is meant for you. Period.
The real JNauti.
Yeah, I would say, be open to new possibilities and don't be afraid of what you already don't have.
All right. Here's my real ass quote of the day. A good relationship is when someone accepts your past, supports your present, and encourages your future. You can hear that.
yeah.
Say that one more time.
Dude.
A good relationship is when someone accepts your past, supports your present, and encourages your future. All right, join us live every Saturday at noon for the Power Hour with the Real S People Society crew here on Terradome Entertainment Radio, and catch the replays of this show and other shows on terradomeentradio.com or on all the podcast apps. You can hit us up on IG at powerhour_raps_crew. I am your president, Ms. Entertainment. You can contact me at MIZZ_entertainment_ATL or powerhour_raps_crew. And my chief entertainment officer,
DJ Talented_1 on Instagram.
7. How can they contact you?
7_Moet. I think that's the right one. I be forgetting my Instagram name all the time.
God, please.
Yeah, SeVIIn_Moet
All right.
on IG. Yeah.
Mr. Nail.
You will find me only on Instagram, DENELLPORCHE. Follow the sunflower. Denell Porchè.
There we go. Miss Shaunda.
The same. I am only on Instagram as well. I am Shaunda Freeman, and that's IamShaundaFreeman.
And the real JNauti.
That's how you find me. The real JNauti. It's JNauti. Come on now.
There you go. I'll leave you with this. Be kind to each other, love one another, and keep God first. Thanks for joining. Stay safe, and we're out.